Well, I'm
Um,
wearing my mask because I'm in the store.
yeah, of
So
course, of course.
we
If
try
you
to be
want,
responsible. Huh?
I can wear my mask as well.
No, you're at home, dummy.
I know. Just solidarity.
Bounce it. It's been actually a really busy day today. So,
Good, man.
So yeah, let's see. I'm just kind of flipping around so everybody can kind of see what we're dealing with here.
Oh
This is
man.
Atomic Basement Comics. We're at 403rd Street in Long Beach. We got Funko Pops, all your comic book needs. Awesome. Well, yeah, let's talk comics, dude.
Yeah, man. What do you got?
I'm gonna start with this week's big hit, and that was Alien. I just finished reading that about 15 minutes ago.
What'd you think?
And are you a fan of the Alien movies at all?
I am, to varying degrees. I'm a huge fan
ones,
of some of them.
The first two.
No, I love 4. My favorites are 2 and 4.
Oh wow, I like 4. I hated 3.
I hate 3. I've tried multiple times. I hate it.
It reads like a movie. It doesn't read like a comic. There's a lot
Agreed. Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, I got it from you. I got 2 copies.
Cool.
One for me, one for my buddy Anthony from the Horror Vision podcast.
Right. There's an element of intrigue, this corporation.
Wayland Utami.
There's a familiar face that shows up, and I'm not going to reveal who that is, but it makes sense. And there's a very helpful thing in the front that tells you it's like where this is from, like the first Alien movie, which is like 70 some years later. And then
I missed that. This one, the comic takes place in when? 21
years after Aliens. And yeah, I mean, art's great. I think Salvador LaRocca, he captures the acting of
definitely
really well, and then also like the sort of slick, slimy look of the aliens. And there's again, I don't want to spoil too much because I want people to come by it. But there's a new kind of alien I'd never seen before. Obviously female.
I believe that is based again directly on a pre-existing Giger design, like from one of his pieces of art. I could be wrong about that. I mean, his stuff has such a cohesive look, through all of his work, that it's possible that I'm just mixing it up, but it looks like something I've seen before. Somebody asked me like, well, I heard there's no aliens in it. It's like, they are, but really, like, this is a first issue. So if you think about reading a trade, the first issue kind of just is perfunctory. It sets you up to get into the mix.
There's a little bit of, there's some alien action, there's some flashbacks and stuff. So you get to see some goo. And most comics these days are written in a way that are, they're kind of broken down to be put into a graphic novel. My next comic, and then I'm going to hand the mic over to you. So my friend Brandon Easton I don't read a lot of Superman usually, but my friend Brandon Easton wrote this one, and it's
nice.
Truth and Justice #2. Brandon tackles the Black Lives Matter movement and oppression and things like that, and Superman gets involved in one of the protests.
Oh wow.
And yeah, there's some cool fun action, but there's a lot of great commentary. And some people have said it's the best Superman story written in many years. So I haven't read that many Superman stories in many years, so I have to agree. In this, Brandon utilizes him in a way that isn't boring. I mean,
that's cool.
Superman, yes, he can move planets and he can fight Doomsday and, fight Lex Luthor. But this is a matter where, it's black and white, but it's also gray. You guys find everything okay?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Unfortunately, I'm spending more money.
Oh, keep going. Let's keep the show going all night, Sean. You're spending more money.
All right.
So tell us about Stray Dogs.
So this is one I was not on my radar. You're the one. You were like, hey, it's like Lady and the Tramp, which the art looks exactly like Lady and Tramp. Lady and the Tramp meets Silence of the Lambs. I read the first 2 issues in about 10 minutes. I mean, you can't put it down. I thought it was fantastic. I think the idea is ingenious. Reminds me a little bit of Spencer and Locke, where it's like, how didn't somebody think of this kind of thing? Like, it's just such a cool, like, I mean, there's all this pop culture shit in our heads all the time, whether it's Calvin and Hobbes or Lady and the Tramp and Silence of the Lambs, and sometimes the shit collides and it works.
I only saw 1 through 4. I don't know if
let me see if there's I think a 5 came out this week, but I think I sold out of it. Yeah, I think it came out this week, and I'm pretty sure I sold out of it. I could try to get it back in. Did you get the first 4?
Yeah.
This is how you sell comics, Sean. Yeah, these are this. I do have the new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but you want the Mighty Morphin book, right?
Pitch 'em Radiant Black. Isn't that the book that all the Power Rangers people dig?
Oh, that's a good. So my co-host said you should check this out. So yeah, that's adventures in comic book retail.
So I got to talk about the Venom thing that's going on. I really like the look of it, but I just feel overwhelmed. And
King in Black.
Maybe I'll read it.
Just read the main book. You don't need to read all the spin-offs. Just the main book.
I've always really liked Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, and I mean he's not in anything ever. So
right.
The Avengers team that I first read, nobody will recognize except you and my boss, and that was Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel in the white suit, Dane Whitman, Dr. Druid, Jennifer She-Hulk, and there's like 1 or 2 other people I'm missing. I know that they're going to be bringing a resurgence for Black Knight because he's planned to be in the next phase of the Marvel movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is, I guess, a one-shot Black Knight by Cy Spurrier and Jesus Saez. And it ties into the King in Black. But here's the thing that blew me the fuck away, and I had to bring this up. When you hear the Black Knight, what else do you think about?
Yeah.
Think about Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. The Black Knight.
Dude, is there a Black Knight in that?
When they're going through his costumes of his ancestors or whatever, one of them is that Black Knight.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that right there, it's on like the 3rd or 4th page. I was like, I didn't even give a shit if I hate this book. That makes me love it.
Oh, so they reference it.
The book itself, I don't like the tone. I like Simon Spurrier's work on The Dreaming, and I feel like he wrote something else, maybe a Constantine book or something, but this, the tone is weird, and I think it's editorially driven.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of these when they do these books to tie into
of course,
a big crossover. Like they can't really do anything too important because Donny Cates has written the framework of the crossover, the framework of the story, the main story. So these guys, they just get hired and try to figure out a way to tell a little side thing that can fit in, but really ultimately is not essential. Like it's not a good thing really, because I have customers come in and you know that they'll look at the King in Black section, which let me show you. Yes, it starts there. It goes dun, 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 and I think there's even some, there's like I sold it today, Fantastic Four. It's just because some of the other titles also kind of tangentially tie in. We were talking about Donny Cates, and one of my picks of the week is Thor.
Oh,
this is one. Have you read Thor?
No. So is this a new, like he's now writing Thor, or has he been writing?
He is writing Thor, and it's a really good. Like, I've never really been a Thor fan. I enjoy Thor in the Marvel movies. This is not that Thor. Like, it's written like it's been, and I believe Donnie is a metalhead. It's got a very sort of heavy metal vibe to it. Not heavy metal the magazine, but like
No, I get it. I get it.
A Bolt Thrower album cover,
Nice.
I always thought though that
did they get rid of the ads?
Not totally. I mean, they might have some house ads.
The very back of the book, there's a couple of house ads, but overall, there's not a single third-party ad that I see in this.
Okay. Yeah. I don't. It's all content, I guess. I mean, I don't know why.
Well, I mean, they raised it to $4.99, so I mean,
Right. I always thought though that well, there's an Academy Adventure for Kids on the inside front cover of this store. I always thought.
There's an M&M on the inside front cover. Okay.
Comic book prices were always sort of equal to a gallon of gasoline.
Explain.
So back when I first got my car, like when I first turned 16, gas was anywhere from $1 to $1.25,
Mm-hmm.
and comics were $1.25. And now, I mean, gas is anywhere to $3 to $4, I think. No, $4 to $5 usually.
Here in California, gasoline.
Yeah. And comics are $4 to $5, so it's, I don't know what it is. But as long as I can remember, there's been like the standard price of comics and sort of what you could expect to pay for a gallon of gas.
That is so weird. I feel like you may have unlocked an Illuminati secret that like just take care of yourself, man. Lock your doors because I don't want to find out that you're missing.
Have you? I think I recommended this to you. Haha.
You did, and I passed. What is give me the pitch?
Well, each issue is self-contained, and it's about different clowns. This particular issue, like us, hold on. This particular issue is about what do they call those? A sidewalk performer, mute? What?
Mimes.
A mime, yeah.
Those are clowns, lethal enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no dialogue at all in the book. I mean, there's
there shouldn't be if it's about mimes. Marvel's doing these black, white, and blood.
Uh-huh.
The first issue of Carnage one, I am going to go into.
Did you get it already?
I got it, and I read it today at work on lunch, not really expecting to do anything but marvel at the pretty pictures. The third fucking story in it, I mean, I'm not really a D&D guy at all, but I have steampunk flavored dice in my backpack at all times because somebody very important in my life gave them to me, and I carry them with me. And I was able, dude, one of the stories, you pull a 6-sided die and you roll. It's like a choose your own adventure. It was fucking amazing.
Also, I haven't read this, but I love this cover.
Oh wow, what is that?
It's I don't know if it's a mini series. Let me see. It came out this week. Yeah, it's a mini series.
All right, man. Well, let's cut it, but we'll be back next week with more Drinkable Comics.
Love it.
All right, Mike.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later, brother.